using it. I started using it in Puma, but then gradually I started getting into it more with Tiger.
Yeah.
But when Leopard hit, that was it. Leopard is like far and away like just
a big improvement over Tiger.
Yeah, like in terms of features.
I can't believe I have a video of all this.
In terms of features, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they quote unquote 300 features. Snow Leopard's going to be an increment, but it's going to be more on speed and stability rather than features. And it's going to be a big change. Unlocking 64-bit computing in a way that Windows didn't. I mean, 64-bit on Windows to this point has been, well, a bit of a challenge because you've got all these 32-bit drivers out there. You've got software that doesn't want to work. You've got
Linux.
Right. So you can unlock your 4 gigs of RAM on a 64-bit platform, but there's a problem that a game may not run or this may not run, and the average consumer doesn't want to deal with the fact that this isn't working. And I mean, these are the questions that I get. I still receive on a regular basis. How do I get 64-bit to work with this? How do I get this? I don't have that challenge with an operating system that just accepts it.
Right, but you do keep in mind that the exchange you're making, and for a larger and larger population, which is becoming to computers, it is a worthwhile exchange, and I support that. In my particular case, for example, I have 3-screen computing, all right, and there's a video game I play where I need that thing spread across. No way in hell the Mac will do that.
Yes,
I can't.
It's called Boot Camp. You can run Windows on a Mac is
not playing a 3D accelerated game.
No, I'm not talking about VMware Fusion. I'm not talking about emulation. I'm not talking about virtualization.
Okay.
A Mac is a PC. You can run Windows. It basically psychs out Windows to believe there's a BIOS rather than what a Mac uses. So you're running a PC, but it's a Mac, and the drivers work.
But for example, this program that I use, which is an awesome program, if you want to know, I'll tell you about it.
Chris, I think you should put this video on your site, and you too. You should both.
Right, it's all one.
Yeah, so there's a great program. They'll take 2 PC cards. Actually, you can take 1 PC card and fool that card into thinking that your monitor is 3 screens wide.
Okay.
Which keeps you from having to run like dual matrox and using FireWire and all kind of BS shit.
Is it software?
Yeah.
Okay.
Software driven.
Fine.
Would Mac understand that, you think?
Yes. This unfortunately I don't have Boot Camp installed to show you. It's a Windows machine. It's a PC. It's just made by Apple.
Okay.
Seriously, it's a PC, but it's made by Apple. You can do it's a PC.
You almost took out the Mac, didn't you?
And so
but there's no point to it.
Can you dual boot or triple boot?
Yeah, I mean you can boot to anything. Like you can. That's the idea. Is you're dual booting.
Sure.
Your Boot Camp is basically its wrapper for saying, okay, this machine
kind
has
of like
BIOS.
Linux.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So
you're gonna buy a Mac?
Taken care of. I mean, but don't take my word for it. Actually, walk into an Apple store.
No, I will do it myself before I believe
see
anything.
it. Right.
Yeah.
Well, you should. You absolutely should.
Right.
It'll run faster, cleaner. The drivers work. Doesn't come when you install Windows on a Mac through Boot Camp, you're not running in Mac OS X. You are in Windows. You are on a PC. It just so happens to be made by Apple.
Right.
The hardware is Apple's. But I mean, it's not a proprietary video card. It's not a proprietary hard drive. It's not a proprietary mother. I mean, there are certain extensions to it that make it a Mac, but it's, for all intents and purposes, a PC. It's just instead of being made by Dell or HP or Lenovo, it's made by Apple. And it just so happens to be able to run Mac OS X or Windows natively, as if it was just there.
Now, have you ever pushed it hard in 3D gaming?
Like on the PC side of things? Or
yeah, take a Mac, Boot Camp, and really push it.
I don't do that much gaming. If I wanted to, though, it's what I have at home is an 8-core system with like 16 gigs of RAM. So I can install a 64-bit game like a Crysis, and I know I can run it because I've got with the video cards. I've got a dual NVIDIA 5800.
Yeah.
God, it's been so long since I've even looked at it.
Yeah, Chris, you can actually triple and
you need a Mac.
Those matrices.
Chris, we're gonna get you a Mac.
I have a Mac and I hate using it.
Okay, but is it OS 9 still? Is it the old?
Oh God, no.
But it's 10?
It's a mini. Mac
Mini. God, well there's no power to a mini.
No, but I bought, let me be clear why I bought it. I got like 5 or 6 computers at home. And
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Right.
But I'm a tablet boy, number one.
Okay.
Tablet, because my background's architecture, I'm still used to using a pen.
Well, they have a Mac tablet.
I have not seen one that I'm interested in, but that's going to be irrelevant because using Mac Mini,
look at that angry face.
I have to retrain myself on how to get around in the operating system.
Right.
I'm too old and I don't care. My PCs work perfectly. They don't crash. They do everything I want
Then
to
you're
do.
fine. You're not the
Exactly,
case.
I'm not the case.
You're not the case.
Well, no, he asked me a question. I said, I have the Mac Mini. I bought it for GarageBand.
Right.
That's about it.
Wait.
Like GarageBand?
No, I like GarageBand. I just would have bought an iPad.
Wait, now that there's a pause, now you have to give one tip to people. Either...
This hasn't been enough.
No.
Man, he's been like laying out.
No. We got the 3 passions of Chris. Now he needs to give one tip to people to either like succeed or do what they want or be like one.
Be yourself.
There we go. One random tip from Chris. Be yourself.
That's it.
I got a tip. Be Chris.
That doesn't work. Trust me.
I didn't say the tip was going to work. He
Chris-
wanted a tip. He wanted to say a good tip.
Be yourself.